I mean, you can sugarcoat it. Again, like you said, he was the MVP. I don't want to hate on Nick Foles. But Nick Foles shouldn't beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
No.
He shouldn't.
No, but he did.
Shouldn't. Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome inside the 30-Minute Lunch Break podcast. My name is Brandon Rosenthal, and alongside me is Erick Garcia. What's happening, my brother? How you doing?
Good, man. Chilling. You caught me snoozing. I was like, what, are we live?
Yeah, we're live. Well, maybe I'll edit you to looking straight.
No,
today,
I'm in deep thought.
Yeah, of course. Today is Monday, February 5th. We are in the car. If you're watching us for the first time and you like what you see, go ahead and hit subscribe. And if you're wondering why the hell we're in a car, it's because we started off this podcast in a car, so it sounds the best. Whenever we record, it always sounds the best in a car.
I think it's better, even more for film. Like, it's easier to. This is the perfect setup for us.
It really works with us. And we've also had a couple of interviews back here. Speaking of, Mike is in the back seat, and he's just kind of kicking it back here.
Everybody.
He'll say what's up every now and then.
And shout out, it's Fashion Square. Fashion Square.
Yeah, we're at Fashion Square today. Usually, when we worked together, it was at Northridge, and we would go there for a lunch break. I might have to have you start doing that again. Drive over there. Make some encore trips over there. Security guards really miss us. But today we are here to discuss the Super Bowl. What happened, what went down, and what we thought.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a great game. We watched the first. We actually met up early, watched the Laker game yesterday.
Yeah.
Then we watched Super Bowl for the first quarter, and then I watched it with my wife and met her up. But what were your thoughts of the game? Did it meet your expectations? What did you think?
Yeah, it was a really good game. Remember I said that last episode, and I really meant it. I was like, the good part about this game is I really don't care. Like, and I meant it. So I got to just it was a great game. It ended how I wanted to. On a last play, you just want the team to have a chance all the way through the end of the game. And the Patriots did. They couldn't convert. They couldn't close.
Did the right team win?
I mean, the right team won. But, I mean, I don't know if it were like the better team. I wouldn't say the better team. I think the right team won. Yeah, they played the better game. I mean, they won. They were able to score pretty much
41 points.
Every time they wanted to score, they scored.
41 points is a lot of points.
You know what? This fool makes an appearance at least once every podcast, but it is what it is. But Lombardi fool, I was hearing him earlier, and I completely agree with this part. I was thinking that, he's like, I'm surprised no one did try an onside kick.
Yeah.
Because at a certain point, if you gotta stop bullshitting. So if you gotta. One of these teams.
Well, I guess we need the ball back. Yeah.
Needed to say we're not stopping anyone. It's just not gonna happen. We're not gonna stop this team. Let's onside kick this bitch and let's just have that.
It's a very Belichick move, isn't it, to do something like that? And he didn't do it.
But I mean, I'm here, like I said, at the Fashion Square, and he was coaching the team in the Super Bowl. So we're being those guys that are shitting on him. But
yeah, but you both had the same amount of Super Bowl wins this year.
This year,
0.
Yeah, man, that was crazy though, dude. It wasn't exciting.
Surprising.
It was exciting though.
I was surprised. I kept on seeing, until the Brandon Graham strip sack, I was seeing, here we go. Every editor in the world, everybody's by their laptop writing headline, Brady comes back again.
Does it again, Brady.
Does it again. 2 minutes, it was 2 minutes, 20 seconds, a timeout, and a 2-minute warning. You saw the writing on the wall. You're like, well, Philly, this is how it goes down.
Yeah, this is it. This is how shit goes down.
Damn, twice to Tom. And the strip sack changed it. And it's just like, I was watching Skip, and this was a moment where I just wanted to kind of listen to everybody, hear what everybody had to say, since we were going to record today. And I was like, all right, I want to hear what they have to say. And Skip had a great point when he was like, it just bounced their way. And it just happened to bounce right into an Eagles' hands, and that was it. Nice and easy.
And that's what hammers in a back-and-forth game.
It could have bounced the other way, exactly. It could have bounced right to James White, or I don't even know who was on the play, who was around there.
Whole lineman.
Exactly. It could have bounced to any. It could have bounced right back to Brady.
Yeah.
Maybe the NFL could have invented a new rule.
But they didn't.
They didn't. Not that time. Every Raider fan was cheering for sure.
Yeah, it was.
Every Raider fan's like,
but
the tuck rule.
But again, the rule, the way that why it was a good game is that still didn't even end the game. They just got 3, and then he has a chance down 8.
And that was Gostkowski's missing his
extra
3.
Point. And an extra point, didn't he?
Yep.
4. So 4, and then the kicker from the Eagles also missed an extra point.
Yeah,
these guys, dude.
Well, something had to be going on though. Not like something, but it was crazy. Gostkowski is about clutch as it gets.
Yeah, he doesn't miss anything.
So
I don't know, man.
Extra point. Like to me, when guys are missing field goals, I'm not the guy that'd be like, oh, what the fuck? But when you miss an extra point, there's just no excuse for that.
I agree. Like, if you miss an extra point,
it's an extra point. It's just like you get that, well.
I was gonna compare it to a free throw, but no, it should be even. You should be 100%. Like, you should not miss an extra point ever. Nah. Like well, an NFL blitz, you just got it. Maybe we should just get rid of the kickers and just you get a point now. Yeah, like blitz.
You definitely don't account for it. If you're a coach, when you score, you're thinking that's 7.
I think probably the best kicker in the league is Justin Tucker. Right? I mean, like, he doesn't miss anything.
Yeah, well,
I mean, he didn't miss against us in the Super Bowl. I think he was there. But he
honestly, Gostkowski up until this game. That's why I know that, again, using, not to run out of cliches early on in the podcast, but it's one of those things where it's like...
To get them all out.
Yeah, you're like, these motherfucking teams... I completely...
Wait, what is such a classic cliche?
No. I completely lost my train of thought. No, but it's one of those things where you're like, some of these kickers are fucking, what's the fucking word I'm looking for? Completely just
bad,
lost my train of thought. Yeah, they're just...
Maybe it's a sign we shouldn't be talking about kickers anymore.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Well, no, yeah, exactly. Like, maybe they're getting too much to talk about
here. Too much love on our podcast right now. Much love, though, to a couple of my friends who are Eagles fans. Shout out to D-Boy and shout out to Finley. Finley, who's actually my boy Chris, who used to work together when I worked at California Pizza Kitchen. He is in Philly right now. He's going to the parade, and then he'll come on a podcast and he'll discuss his experience with us. So I'm very excited for that.
That's awesome.
If he survives. If not, this will be his eulogy.
Yeah.
But
that's how it went down.
So Philly, shout out to them. Shout out to all the Eagles fans who have been long suffering of a title. R.I.P. to the jokes. You can't make jokes at your expense. I mean,
because being ringless is an offensive term.
It is. You know what I mean? Now they have one, and
no, but that's huge.
One is better than none.
No, way better. I mean, shit, like a shit of better. 100% better.
You got a seat at the table.
Well, you got a seat at the table, and you improve your record by literally 100%.
You finally look like the first thing I would have done if I was like an Eagles fan is I'm gonna look for like a Charger fan. I'm gonna look for a Bills. I want to find one of them and be like.
Viking fans.
You have no rings. I would be the
Vikings. Yeah, we just won in your house, bro.
I'll be throwing it in everybody's face that they don't have no rings once I got that one ring. Like, fuck it. You know what I mean?
The Jags. Yeah, but they're brand new and they stink.
Hey, not to backtrack just because it's a long time from now. You know what I mean? But kickers, man, what the fuck? Like, why the fuck? Like, you don't expect that shit. You don't expect it. And going back to the cliche that I completely blanked on, I was looking for is. This game is one of those classic examples, same with the kickers, where it's like, if they play this 10 times, I think the Patriots win the other 9.
Probably, yeah. Okay.
I
was going to ask you. I was thinking about that question earlier.
And that's the cliche that I was going on that I completely banked on, where it's like, that's why it was crazy. I mean, missing extra kick, making field goals. Again, if Gostkowski plays this Super Bowl, he doesn't do this again. You know what I'm saying? That's
because Cooks would be healthy, play the whole game. Maybe Edelman's there. Maybe Carson Wentz is there.
But it's just a different ballgame if they make that field goal. If they make it's just a whole different situation. And the strip sack, like you said, the ball bounces the other way instead of this way.
All right. There's one thing. Okay. And also, I guess we have not been giving the Eagles enough love.
Yeah.
They are Super Bowl champions. Foles was the MVP, dude.
Well, he should have been.
He played great. Fuck. So, and I think if the Eagles are smart, they hang on to him probably until like week 3. See who's desperate. See how Carson comes back.
I agree, but I don't know if is that doable?
Of course it is. He's under contract.
Oh yeah, he is. But I mean, I think it's a different. I think we're assuming he's gonna be like, hell yeah, I'm here, ready to do this again. Like fuck no. Maybe he's like, no, maybe now is the right time for me to bounce and try to get a fucking.
We'll be like, well, we're under contract, bro.
Yeah, but yeah.
And I think like just we're gonna trade you to the right team. Just let us figure it out. Like, and then they're gonna. Trade him whoever the hell they want.
Exactly. So why would he?
Yeah, but let's look at real teams that have offers that can actually trade him and have a leg up on signing him if they really like him. The Niners are out of the equation, right? For Foles. We're going to sign Garoppolo probably this week. The Giants wouldn't make a lot of sense because Eli's going to play and Nick Foles wants to play like right now.
If I were to be real though, I think no one should sign him. I think
Washington. Oh no, they have Alex Smith. Never mind.
I think he needs to be somebody's backup again.
maybe that's what he understands.
That's why the Eagles is you're right, because you would be clearly being our backup until, let's say, Wentz gets back or whatever the case is. But
he has Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah,
Holy
no,
shit.
you're right. But again,
so does Dexter Jackson, I guess. I mean, it can be given to some people who aren't as good.
No,
as
he
the
balled
title.
his ass out though.
No, exactly. He had a great game.
I'm not a GM, but if I was a GM, the way you got to be looking at it is like, I am super appreciative of what he was able to accomplish. How he stepped the fuck up, brought the city that has never had a Super Bowl ring. But now it's like, yeah, but he's still not who I want moving forward as my quarterback. The two things
we already have
correct.
that guy.
He could have an epic. I mean, he already did it once where he had a great season.
Mm-hmm.
This time he won a ring. I mean, he had another great run. You don't have to buy into him now. Let me
ask you this, because this was a question I asked Joey, a Cowboy fan, and I was very surprised by his answer. Who would you rather have moving forward from this point, Nick Foles or Dak Prescott?
Dak Prescott.
Joey said Foles.
Not me. I think because Foles did a lot of good shit right now. And
Dak has had a down year.
And I'm not that greatest on Dak either. No, but I just think
Foles has the arm.
Foles is the best backup in the league. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, but that guy usually starts.
Yeah. But I don't think he should. We were talking about it earlier before we started recording when it was some other subject about basketball. But it's one of those situations where, like Foles, I think he deserved and earned a good situation. I don't want to be the team that pays him though.
Yeah,
I want him to do it somewhere else.
Fair enough.
Because when he fails, I'm gonna be like, damn, that sucks. But he at least got a ring once with Philly.
Well, we'll see. But then Carson's gonna come back next year, and hopefully he's healthy 100%.
But how soon? You're right. I mean, that would be huge if I was the Eagles. Of course, that would be my game plan. Keep him around. If
he clearly gets along with Carson Wentz. They clearly have a good relationship.
And then let's Wentz get fully healthy.
Yeah,
you don't have to get rushed back now.
No,
it's one of those. Dude, we're good. I mean, I'm assuming after, again, you just said this guy's the NFL MVP. What if Wentz misses the first 4 weeks? Foles could go 2-2, dog.
Yeah, for sure. Or 3-1 or 4-0.
And again, the NFC East, are they that good right now?
Probably. I think they're probably the best team in the NFC East.
No, I'm saying the rest of the teams.
Oh.
I know they are.
Yeah, they're in good position. They're in a great position.
2-2 should be doable, and that should keep them in the mix in that division.
The Redskins, I don't know.
Getting Alex Smith, maybe it's a change. Maybe it's a big deal, you know?
Yeah.
And you just said, I mean, even just somebody thinking Nick Foles is better than Dak Prescott. Who knows? Maybe then the Eagles are even more.
What about the Giants? With the dancing couple back together.
I kind of like that commercial. I know people. It's easy to hate on.
It was my wife's favorite commercial.
It's easy to hate on Odell because everybody does, but I don't. And
I don't hate on him. He's fantastic.
It was funny. It was stupid, but I do think the Giants aren't as horrible as it is.
No, is that the best division in football potentially? Again,
no. Because I'm not too high on the. Well, no, you're right. Maybe they're getting there.
I think all around it might be moving forward the next year.
Okay, let me ask you this: so, could you see a situation now then where
that's a good one.
Could you now see a situation where the Cowboys are the fourth team in the division? I see the Eagles better than them.
Yeah,
it's them and the Giants.
Oh my!
Right?
God.
At this point, you would assume Washington's going to be a little better.
Yeah,
right? At least a little better.
At least 2 games.
And I don't think Washington is that good of a team. That's what kind of sucks.
I think Alex Smith and Vernon Davis back together. I mean, I don't want to talk about. Yeah. I don't want to talk about that too much, but
on the Super Bowl podcast, yeah.
On the Super Bowl podcast,
let's make this about the NFC East and shit.
Well, but it's true that's what the Eagles are looking for next season is, can they repeat? What are they going to do? And they have a lot of weapons. Clearly shown. Alshon had a big game. Torrey Smith had a nice game.
And
Garrett,
when you don't win any.
Ajayi.
When you don't win any and then you win one, well, guess what? Maybe now you can win 2, and it could be for real.
I mean, clearly the last one was for real too. And not only did you just beat Tom Brady again, you beat Tom Brady after he won the MVP, in his prime essentially, and it's a very impressive win. And
you beat Tom Brady that went off for 505.
Super Bowl,
500 yards.
Super Bowl
so it's
record.
Not like you beat him on an off night.
No,
you beat him when he was doing his thing.
And they're favored to, I think they're second favorites. The Patriots have the best odds, for the Super Bowl next year. And I think the Niners are 20-1, 25-1.
I think there's a couple teams at 20-1, and then at 25-1, I think there's another tie. It's one of those, a lot of tied teams right there. But the Eagles are in a great situation. A great position. They're not.
And I know. I don't know. I know you mentioned it earlier. Like Gronk said he might retire, which I doubt.
Well, yeah. What's up with the patch? Are you buying into this? The dynasty's over. Everything's around.
No, they'll be back.
Super Bowl back or what back?
Potentially. I mean, Pittsburgh's still going to be there. Pittsburgh got something to figure out with Le'Veon. But if they're smart, they'll just talk and bring him to the table and be like, look, man, they should just sign him to a 3-year deal or something like that and keep him around because Le'Veon's clearly proven that he should do something. So that's the only team really in the AFC that I can see realistically keeping up with New England. Jacksonville, I don't know. It really all depends on who they get. Maybe if Denver gets Kirk but then they still got Demaryius. I think he's a free agent.
Talks of him being traded.
I would love for the Niners to go after Demaryius.
I'm going to tell you how I feel about
Demaryius Thomas.
No, not for me. But
I know you don't like Demaryius, but
I like him. I just don't think. Again, I feel he's done. So I want somebody else to get him.
He's so young, man.
I disagree.
I mean, I think he's in the category of AJ Green and all those guys. I think he's that good.
Problem with me with going back on the Patriots, why I could see them maybe falling apart a little more. It's not that, it's not Gronk. None of this is.
Edelman's back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's again going back on that. The offense, dude. Tom Brady scored 505 points. That's not why he didn't win the fucking Super Bowl. This defense was atrocious.
Yeah,
and it started that way.
Well, maybe,
and Belichick was able to do some things in the middle. And it sucks, like, going back to this, I don't want to, shit on somebody, but, like, it's got to be bittersweet for, like, if you're a Lions fan, because you get to announce that you got Patricia, but dude just gave up every kind of yard to the Eagles.
Like, well, maybe
he just got his ass taken by the Eagles.
I think it's one of those addition by subtraction.
Yeah, maybe Belichick now gets to really say, you know what, I need to get back to handling this defense fully.
Yeah.
Because we just got our ass kicked by Nick Foles. I mean, you can sugarcoat it. Again, like you said, he was the MVP. I don't want to hate on Nick Foles. But Nick Foles shouldn't beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
No.
He shouldn't.
No, but he did.
Shouldn't. Yeah, he did. That's why he should be the MVP. And that's why he gets all the love he gets, and he should get it. But, no, it shouldn't happen. I'm talking about if I was in the Patriots situation, I'd be like, yeah, whoever is responsible for this, we gotta have. If the answer isn't just you gotta go from the jump, I'm at least considering it. Because the Patriots, I know everybody says that's the goal, but for real, the Patriots goes to win the Super Bowl. Like, that's straight up that goal.
Every year.
So, to me, you gave up every kind of yards. You gave up everything. You just got hooked up. You got worked.
You got beat. You got beat. And,
that's why the Patriots lost. So, to me, yes, Edelman's back. Yes, Gronk's back. But
they can't stop a shit.
Do any of those guys line up at linebacker or defensive end?
They have to do something about that, and I'm sure they will.
And maybe maybe that's where Belichick now gets to get back to, like that defensive situation and figure it out and fix it and handle it himself and say, you know what, this shit needs some real fixing.
Oh, dude, talk about Super Bowl weird story. I heard that Fletcher Cox, I guess, seduced a man's wife, but the dude lives in North Carolina and it's legally and he can, I guess, take him to court over that. So he's being sued for $50,000 and he signed like a $10 million contract. So interesting story about Fletcher Cox, and his name is so perfect for that story.
Seduce? What does that mean? Well, I guess that's why I want to know how they got able to get away with that headline. To me, it's like, seduce, like what? Did he like fucking hypnotize somebody?
I think she just might have been.
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe not. Maybe she just wanted to have sex with Fletcher Cox. I mean, that could also be a thing, but it doesn't mean you have to fucking hypnotize.
She'd be married though.
No, I know, but that doesn't mean that in order for her to get her to cheat.
No. I wasn't pointing. Sorry.
They needed to woo her or do some weird shit. Like,
I know.
Why couldn't she say like, yeah, I'm down. Stop that. When they were like wooing her, when they were in there, she's like, cut that shit out.
What are you doing?
Stop with the wooing.
What are you doing?
And just get to the fucking.
That's funny. Let's want to talk about the Hall of Fame. The guys who got into the Hall of Fame.
Oh, again, and just because you said maybe we didn't do it as much, props to Philly, man.
Oh yeah, props to Philly.
Really, props. Fuck it. It is what it is.
Philly.
You got it done.
Good job, guys.
You got the dub. You got the ring. You exited from the fucking pit, the bottom of the
pit. You exited the pit of misery to steal Bud Light terms, and we'll only say this once. You got 4 more to catch up, but that's one better than you were 2 days ago. So good shit.
Yeah. Well, one is huge. So yeah,
one is humongous.
Take that dub.
Mad props to Doug Peterson.
Oh yeah,
I mean, Peterson, good shit.
Again,
was he coach of the year? No, it was Zimmer, right?
McVay.
Oh,
yeah.
McVay.
I was gonna say, are you asking me? Because not to get simple, but it's one of those things where like coach of the year should pretty much be the guy that wins it all, right?
Yeah, it should be. Right? You coached your team to the Super Bowl.
McVay. I think he was deserving though.
Yeah, he was all right. Mm-hmm. I think Zimmer. I was with Eric that Zimmer was probably the coach of the year.
Yeah,
but
the problem that I was giving Zimmer for what he accomplished, I guess at this point it's like then that Doug Peterson gets that kind of same level. Like you said, Nick Foles did it, dog.
Dude, McVay won 0 playoff games.
Yeah. And that matters, right?
That matters a lot.
That's
and
huge.
He also got spanked in the last game of the season, rested his dudes. Maybe he shouldn't have done that.
And you know how we felt about it from the
we
jump.
said it at the time.
Whatever. That's what happens when you try to maneuver shit and try to play some team and try to say if we lose and then we might not have to face this
Jimmy
team.
G, baby.
Yeah, Jimmy getting it done.
Jimmy getting it done. So.
Oh, you said Hall of Fame.
TL?
Of course.
Good.
We said that from the jump. Should have been, would have been, could have been.
Perfect. Yeah. He should have been first ballot, but Randy Moss.
Fuck yeah. If T.O. should be in, then definitely Randy.
Cash money, baby.
Yeah, Randy.
Randy was the truth. And if you guys have never seen Randy Moss play football, just watch him on. He was unbelievable.
Oh, even that season that he had with the Niners towards the end of his career, that wasn't even
great
at
season.
all Randy.
Such a
was
great
still Randy at his peak. Like he still was a fucking physical freak.
Yeah, he can do.
You know, like he that guy was fucking crazy.
Unbelievable.
Catching balls from Cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
To me, I love, like, it's, you know how we could talk about you can't control the eras or what you're in or whatever the fuck. I definitely am glad I got to see Randy Moss.
Me too. Absolutely.
A little tie into the Super Bowl. I heard one of those things. I'm not going to talk about this part of it. The controversy about Timberlake and the whole Prince thing and whatever.
No, yeah.
But one of the things that I in an interview before, Prince was quoted on one of the shit that he wasn't a fan of the whole, like, bringing somebody like a little, like that and do a performance. He goes, because he believes in shit is how it's supposed to be. He's like, if I was supposed to jam with so-and-so, then I should have been in that fucking era. That's what was meant to happen. And that's how I feel like, you know, not to get all philosophical about it, but as a fan, it's like, I'm glad I was in this era because this is what I was meant to watch. I got to see guys like, you know, Randy or shit, Tom Brady again, like
Kobe Bean.
Get it done. Yeah, but, you know, sticking to football.
I had to throw him in.
Tom Brady. You know, this guy lost one, yes, but he's won 5.
Yeah.
And again, just like we said it before, we've seen all of them. Every single one.
Every single one, his entire career. And it's, you know, it's pretty
and I guess we were meant to watch it. So, the Eagles fans, you can't worry about, damn, if so-and-so was around to get this, it wasn't meant to be. You were meant to be.
Yeah.
You were meant to witness this fucking dub. You were meant to witness this ring. You didn't have to deal with it like whatever the other Eagles fans. You're one of the fans. You became. I mean, you were part of the Eagle fan base that got to have a ring and say, "Not anymore, motherfuckers."
It's a good feeling, and you know, so
it's a cool shit about sports where you get to make it more than it is. You know, because it matters a lot sometimes. The best part about sports is it matters a lot when it really never should matter at all, and that's the greatness.
And here we are talking about it.
Yeah.
Brian Urlacher.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Urlacher was a monster of a linebacker. And it's
what about the fact that he's so great that now he has hair.
Yeah, right. I know. That's unbelievable. That's his greatest comeback story. And he was comeback player
of
of the year, right?
Exactly. Talk about comeback.
That's a comeback
when you
player
regrow a hairline down. That's the comeback story of the year.
You see LeBron saw him, he's like, hey.
Shoot me the number.
Give me Urlacher's number, bro.
Urlacher, just to give him a little more props. That dude used to return kickoffs in college for New Mexico.
Urlacher is a physical freak.
Dog.
A physical freak.
You see how big that guy is? He was returning kickoffs.
Who'd want to tackle that man?
Fuck.
Hey, and it's weird at the end how it ended with the Bears, but fuck it, that happens sometimes.
It is what it is. He didn't play for another team, though.
No.
He went out like a G.
Yeah, but good if you're a Bear.
Yeah, good if you're a Bear.
No, you're thinking like if you're a Bear, though. What if he was like
a G?
No, what if he doesn't feel that way? He's like, fuck, I wish I would have played for another team.
Maybe so. But, hey.
and I would have shown the league I had hair for the last 2 years.
He could have been a coach of the Bears.
Yeah.
Deer antler spray?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure.
Ray Lewis.
Yeah. There was no way, he owned the whole era. Like, that was all. He was definitely the best linebacker for the whole time.
And he had one of the best finales you can want as a player, winning a Super Bowl and then retiring.
It's crazy, right? You kill somebody your rookie year, and then you win a Super Bowl your last year. I mean, that's a great career.
And you win a Super Bowl in 2000 with Trent Dilfer.
Yeah, so, that's a great career, dude.
Man, beat the Niners.
And beat the case.
Beat the witness.
Yeah.
Did I miss anybody in the...
You said Randy. Well, I mean, not of note. those are the guys that I think.
Yeah, of note.
Those are the main guys.
All right.
T.O. I guess is the controversial one. This is my controversy. It should never have been a controversy. Fuck what you feel about this guy. Fuck all that shit.
Terrell Owens is a Hall of Famer, and he is.
Just
but
to quote, we talked about Randy earlier. T.O. was cash money.
T.O. was a bad
And
man.
as a Niner fan, he gave us one of the best moments ever against the Cowboys when he fucking went to the middle of the star and celebrated on those motherfuckers and said, fuck yeah. And what made it better as a Niner fan was years later when they went again and signed them. The man that shit on their star. They're like, yeah, we'll take you all day long. And then he cried for Romo because that was his quarterback. I mean, that's the career.
That was a great one. My favorite one's when he did it on the little star in the helmet. And he's like, fuck
he did it twice all over their asses. He went up.
Then he went to one of the mid.
Yeah, he torched that squad. That was a great game.
That was like 4 TDs.
And then Emmett got into his face.
Yeah.
Little Emmett. It's all good. But I don't know where he's going to... He said he's not going to enter the Hall as a Niner, so I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, it didn't end well.
I think with Dallas?
Yeah.
Dallas. The Eagles, he got to the Super Bowl with them.
Yeah, but he only played, 1 year? 2 years?
A year and a half.
I don't know what his loyalties are, dude, really.
Bills? Bengals?
No, because I don't think you want to go by years, but didn't he play more years as a Niner?
Oh, yeah,
so I don't think that matters. That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't matter.
It's not the years thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, but you're right. The Eagles make sense to me. I mean, not the Eagles. The Cowboys.
Yeah. What's it called? Oh, anything else you want to mention or talk about?
No, it was a crazy game. It was good times. It was fucking fun as fuck. That's what the Super Bowl should be. If your team's not in it, I feel like I did it the right way. Ate some good food, got drunk as fuck.
Yeah.
Enjoyed a good game. Didn't really have to give a fuck too much or have to, have the ups and downs of when your team's in the game.
Yeah.
It could just really kill you sometimes.
Tell me about it.
But the best parts about it is, for example, if you're an Eagle fan, you slept like a fucking... If you slept...
Yeah, you slept at all.
It was amazing. That's got to be the greatest feeling.
Yeah, I'm happy for the Eagles fans. They deserve it. Seeing when Kobe celebrated, and that was pretty dope. Yeah. Seeing all
Will Smith, all the guys.
Kevin Hart got drunk as fuck on TV.
All the Philly guys that you know are Philly guys, the guys that are known for being Philly guys.
Yeah.
This is their Super Bowl. Again, when you haven't won a Super Bowl, there's something to it. We've seen it in baseball recently with, of course, Boston and some of these teams that have won when they haven't won, Chicago, they haven't won in forever. And in football, I feel like, for whatever reason, maybe because that's my favorite sport, is it just means even more. Like, for these teams that have never won one.
Yeah.
Like, shit, if the Lions fuck around and get one, that's it. That's it.
Not with Patricia.
Yeah, if you see Philly destroying shit, I honestly think I would not. I would be scared to find out what Detroit would do. You know what I mean? Because
what's left to destroy?
Yeah, they really.
Maybe they'd fix it.
They really have gone through a lot, and they like
they
like that
spot. They won the Super Bowl. Maybe they actually fucking fix the city. But that's neither
they're loyal
here
to
nor
their team, though, man.
Yeah, they are. It's a great fan base over there in Detroit. Because shout out to Ricardo. We need to get that man on the podcast.
So too bad he's out there big time in the world out there, performing.
And we need to have another podcast. And shout out to you, Nick Luna. We need to have a podcast with this guy too. So we're gonna plan it all in the next couple of weeks. I promise we'll get something going. Want to mention any All-Star Weekend stuff or not that exciting yet? Yeah.
It's never been that great, so it's fun.
Lakers did win their 20th game of the year, and they won their 20th in March last year. We'll see. 20-31, I think.
21-31.
21-31. That's right.
So hey,
we'll see. Let's see what happens. That does it for us. Thank you everybody for listening. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit subscribe one more time. We're available on SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play, iTunes, and YouTube, of course. Make sure you check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our website at 30minutelunchbreak.wordpress.com. You can follow us there. Anything else you want to add?
No, follow, watch, listen, play.
Spread the news.
Tell somebody about it.
That's right.
Tell somebody who would really hate us. Tell somebody who would really love us.
Yeah, we definitely need some haters. We don't have enough.
The reason why we want, obviously, besides the fact that that's the goal.
We want haters, yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying you want people to listen to your shit. Yeah, that's part of the goal. If you're going to put in the work, you want someone to... But another reason why is the more people listen, the more people get involved, the more interactive we can be. The more it could be, you help us be a part of the show by... submitting questions or doing whatever.
One time we're gonna have some people calling in.
You can't have it back and forth with your fans when they're not out there.
We have there's no fourth.
Yeah, it's just
There's
back.
no fourth. It's just back. Back talk. Maybe we'll take some back talk.
We'll keep it coming. Hopefully in the future. Obviously, it's more on me. Brandon's been ready to go. Just on like behind the scenes kind of shit. Hopefully, we could push a couple more than once a week. Hopefully, we could kind of up our game and kind of do a little bit more. Like you said, some content coming soon.
Absolutely.
A little more fun stuff. Now that the football season's not over, there's always stories. There's always little cool shit that you can cover.
Yeah.
Because being a sports fan, honestly, it's a full-time job.
That's right. And baseball's about to start. So that's a whole
7-year
and
season.
we don't even cover baseball.
It's a 7-year season. Not, you know what I mean? Like, once it starts, it's like, fuck.
I know. We're going to have a shot of me, like, when baseball actually ends, and my beard's going to be, like, way down here.
Straight Abraham Lincoln beard.
You get a World Cup appearance before
We have a different car completely. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for listening. Have a great week. Eagles fans, enjoy it. Finley, if you're listening, enjoy the parade. Guys, burn the city down. We don't even need it because the Niners are champs next year. Later.